All right, guys, this is video 2 within the Pure Strategy framework. Just to clarify, Sean Hunter just happened to be here, so we're letting them hang out and participate. But just to clarify, Pure stands for people, understanding, response. I'm still thinking we're going to change that to resolution, but bottom line is, if we're going to sell a product, we got to understand who we're selling it to, right? Sean sells pressure washing, so high-end homeowners, expensive buildings. He washes the one we're in, matter of fact. But understanding these people, okay? So we went through in the last video. Go to my YouTube channel, by the way. If you're not a member, search YouTube, George Williams. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually just hit the subscribe or like. This will be moved to a paid product in January, but we are just getting these out there for feedback on the front end. But go back and watch that first video if if you haven't seen it yet. This is really just to give people a general understanding of what's going on with your ideal prospect, market, people group, niche, that sort of thing. And then this video is more on understanding what's going on within them. So passion and skills is the first one. What are the top 5 things that you are passionate about that could help this person? What are the top 5 skills that you have that could help this person? So skills, passions. So skills are more things you've developed over time. These are more the things that get you excited and get you engaged. But again, like we said in the first video, you may very well be the ideal customer. So we're looking for people like you, if that makes sense. So again, if you check these off as you go and you decide you want to come back to this page, just bookmark the page and it will track your progress. Okay. So click your next one, which is interests. So what is it about you that could matter so much to this person? That didn't make any sense. So what is it about you that could matter so much to this person? So how does it solve a need, ease a pain, or make them feel better? So we're talking about your interests that could help them, your knowledge of some specific thing. So how could it change their work, their life, their future, etc.? Again, your knowledge of this thing that interests you and obviously your potential customer. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
A little bit.
A little bit? Okay, good.
Yeah.
So again, we're trying to get a clear picture of our market, of our people group, of our prospect that we can help. And they're the person we can help better than anybody else because they're like us. Hopefully that makes sense. What you got?
Well, I think the way I would say it, which may or may not be the way you would say it, but I would say, what is the thing that you know, or the thing that you can do that will provide value
Absolutely.
to someone else?
Good point.
Let's terms of value. It's not necessarily going to change their life, but it might give them a little value.
That's true. That's true. Good point. You got something to add?
Change your water, change your life.
He's selling water. So what sort of thoughts should go through this person's head right before they decide to engage or to purchase your product? So what is the thing that is going to what puts the homeowner over the edge when you show up and you tell them you're going to do X, Y, and Z for them? Why do they do it with you versus the guy that was there last week? Or why do they not ask somebody else to come and give them a quote?
They do ask other people to come give them a quote.
Okay.
They tend to ask me for a quote because I think our reviews are better online.
Okay.
That's because I give value to my other customers.
Okay.
And then, most of the time the quotes that they get are less than mine. And I've had people kind of balk at my price and hire me anyways.
Yeah.
When I explained that no, it wasn't you. When I explained that I'm insured, that this is how I make a living, and I wouldn't risk that over something stupid.
Like this isn't your side gig.
This is not my side gig. I told a guy once that I don't work for beer money, and he hired me. It took him a week to make up his mind, but he hired me.
Yeah.
I was twice as expensive as the guy that he had already given him a quote, and he hired me because I said I'm insured. I make a living doing this. I know how to do it better than the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I'm more expensive, but you get peace of mind.
Yeah. And you're not going to strip the sealant off of my ceiling like the other guy did a couple of years ago with us.
Won't do that.
So, I'll tell you what came to mind when I first put this together. When I bought into an affiliate marketing course, the guy said, we're going to get you approved with anybody you want to be approved with. And when you decide to launch your own course, we're going to back you. We're going to promote you. So he's got 1,000 components to his program, and he's had a lot of success, makes big money. But those were the two things that put me over the edge, because that's unique. That's something I can't buy off the shelf. It's a relationship, one, that's going to get me in with other vendors, but number two, it's somebody that's going to promote me out to other affiliates when the time comes. So that's the thing we've got to unlock. What is that unique thing, that must have, that final straw that's going to put your customer over the edge?
Where are they going to get emotionally involved with your product?
Yeah, emotion's a big one. Speaking of emotion, fears. So what keeps them up at night? List the top 5 problems, fears, and desires that might not have already been considered. So again, we're building this full picture of the ideal prospect or market. So for me, fears, I'm thinking, of course, about my best workplace product. The fear, tying back to that affiliate marketing guy, I mean, he basically is saying, look, you build all this content, you take all your 25 years of experience, you put it into this product. My fear is it's going to be a big waste of time. Nobody's going to ever see it. You can build the best product in the world, but if no one sees it, obviously no one's going to buy it. So, again, that was a concern for me, and he addressed it really well. So we got to think about that. You have to think about that for your product. So trends, what trends or activities are occurring on a regular basis that might be causing them to be frustrated, angry, less productive, etc. So obviously trends like working from home, those are really short-term effects of COVID, whereas a bigger trend is machines taking jobs. The machines started, I guess, 10 to 20 years ago. I mean, auto manufacturing, for example. But I just saw they now have a fry cook machine.
Yeah,
have you seen that?
Absolutely.
You seen it?
French fries on automatic. I think it's even linked to their POS. So it just automatically cooks fries when they need it.
So it reads the order. It sees we've sold half the fries in the bucket. It's time to go again. Mm-hmm. Wow. But there are going to be more and more machines. As minimum wage goes up, I can tell you the entrepreneurs are going to be figuring out how to get rid of the people. I hate to say it. People, you better be scared, because the machines, the AI, the bots.
Value.
That's right. You've got to create value. That's exactly right. So figure out the trends, negative or positive. I mean, it can be the positive trends too. Is there opportunity because of a trend? And that may be the trend is to get rid of employees and replace them with machines. So you develop the next machine that flips burgers instead of fries.
Yeah, people like people. So that's the trend. But warm and fuzzies are a value. You know,
Mhm.
that's
Mhm.
so. No matter what, I feel like you gotta hand out the warm and fuzzies.
I feel like you've created value with your fashion.
I can. In case you're wondering,
Sarcasm.
folks, I'm a little muddy. That's because I've been working today.
This is credibility on display.
It's 45 degrees out, and I've been working.
And you got the job done.
He's adding value. He came back and washed something that he didn't have to. So that is it for understanding. Bottom line, we got to know what is going on with people before we can speak to them, really before they can even hear us. If we don't understand what their challenges are, what their issues are, what their interests, passions, whatever the case may be, again, we only sell a product when somebody has a problem. You know, we provide a solution. They either have a problem or they have a goal or a desire result that they want to achieve. So we've got to understand who these people are, what's going on with them, so that we can bring value to them, as Sean put it. Very well said.
And don't forget, they don't care what you know until they know you care.
This is true. We do need to understand. They
Well,
do
that's
need to
value,
understand
too.
we care. No doubt about it. All right, folks, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in.